Hey everybody, Ezrabar here, and I will be bringing you a Udyr team ranked commentary. So this is a team ranked game, so it's not like the regular solo queue. I actually am, communicating, can't talk, with my friends here, and we're just trying to make a team. Just messing around, I guess. Right now, we're seeing if we can maybe make a decent team. But I got good news. Well, I mean, it's okay, good news. I got back into Gold 2, and I've been climbing it, and I got into my promotion for Gold 1, but it didn't go through. I lost the first two games. Just I couldn't carry hard enough. I of course still deserve the losses, but they were much more exceptionally difficult than a regular game, especially whenever our bot lane, died 4 times within the first 7 minutes to a single Ezreal. But, whatever. Things happen. It's just perseverance. It's like one of the strongest things you can do while you're in solo queue is just to keep persevering. So Udyr jungle is a very strong fighter jungle. Right here, well, actually, before I got on that point, the only reason I'm coming the lane and I'm like just straight up, laning here is because our Cho'Gath is DC'd at this moment. So yeah, but anyways, what I was getting on is that Udyr is an extremely strong fighter, probably one of the strongest. You can build him one of two ways. You can go with the pheonix jungle, or you can go pheonix jungle, pheonix. You think sometimes people go top with him, and then there's Tiger top and Tiger jungle as well. Tiger is like really strong too. I personally just take the pheonix myself, because I don't know, that's what I've always liked. I liked the pheonix jungle ever since it was a big thing back in season 2, and ever since they updated pheonix to do the first hit, it's become much stronger. And in my opinion, I think it's stronger than Tiger. I mean, Tiger does have harder scaling, but pheonix has higher base, thus you can build tankier and not have to build damage. But yeah, he's one of the best fighters in the game. You just swap between turtle and your, attack stance, or you can go to bear, and you just spam stance. You just go shield, damage, stun, shield, damage, stun, shield, damage, stun, and not many people can fight any of that. They really can't. And also he has a lot of movement speed base with that bear, and he's really good. The only issue with him right now, though, not right now, always, is that he's not an initiator. So, basically, when you try to initiate as an Udyr player, it's normally going to end out terribly, because you can't really initiate unless you go flash in or something and get a stun, and it's not even that good compared to actual initiates like Sejuani. Sejuani ult can just straight up win games, whereas, you flashing in and stunning one person could help, but it's not the same thing. So he lacks the initiation, so you need a team that can initiate fights whenever you play Udyr. So here I was trying to walk around into the bush, but the minions came in too quick and they gave me away. I was trying to walk around the vision of the minions so I could be in the bush and, gank follow bear. Right now I'm just looking for something to do. I guess I'm just going to go to wolves. Oh yeah, and our mid laner's just destroying. But, yeah, Udyr is a very strong pick, and I don't know about solo queue. You can definitely play in solo queue, but I think you need to make sure that you have a good initiate in the team in the first place, or otherwise you're not going to be able to really start fights, and that can be a big issue. But he can straight up 1v1 or even 2v1, or 1v1 or 1v2 people pretty easily. I wouldn't recommend just fighting 1v2, but he's one of the junglers that can do it, because he can just soak a lot of damage and deal it back out. And not to mention one of the strongest 1v1s out there as well. He's one of the few that can contend with Lee Sin. I actually had one game where I was trying to take my red, and Lee Sin tried to do the level 2 gank to steal my red. And we just fought. I just pushed him completely off of it, and he couldn't do nothing about it. The only thing that happened, though, is that their mid laner came, flashed, ignited, and threw everything on me and got me low, and then we just fought over my red for 5 minutes straight, which left both me and him, or not 5 minutes straight, I'm sorry, until everyone else was level 5, and we were only level 2. It was pretty sad. Here I'm giving the blue to the mid laner. Udyr can definitely use the blue. This is a team rank game, so it's not solo queue, so I trust my mid laner to use it correctly. Not to mention, he's already winning his lane. But, you know, if it's someone who doesn't use mana, or, you know, maybe that mid laner is doing terrible, you might want to take it for yourself, because Udyr is definitely strong with blue buff. You can just spam all of your stances without any worry about mana, and you can, you know, I mean, more cooldown, less, you know, time to wait between stances, so yeah. Also, you gotta keep note of his passive, the monkey stance you see there. His passive, you gotta get 3 stacks, just, you know, you try to keep that up. Here I just went over to was it Lee Sin's blue, because I knew the timer, or was it the timer? I can't read the timer. I knew that it was going to be up, so I went over there and stole it because he didn't know his own timer. And since he didn't know his own timer, he wasn't able there to contend it. So timers, keep those up in the top of your mind while you're playing jungle. And I mean, generally, like right here, I go to check to see Red's just up too. Like, I didn't even know the timer for that one, and I know that I can beat Lee Sin in a 1v1 fight so easily, so I'm just stealing all of his buffs and not even caring. And but yeah, timers are very important. You got to keep track of them, especially as a jungler. All the buffs are 5 minutes, Dragon 6 minutes, and Baron 7 minutes. I believe you've probably seen games where I've been playing a jungler, and, you know, of course, all of them, where I would, you know, type in chat the timestamp, you know, with Dragon next to it or Baron next to it. That's when it's going to spawn, and you just call those out so that you know when you can go in there and, you know, go do Dragon or Baron immediately when it comes up, because people don't have timers, so they, you know, lose track of it. I was a bit late to the party, and I couldn't even help him out, but I was able to kill Draven, and then I know that my friend Chris over there is coming, who's fed, so I just baited him into the bush right there. Except I stole the kill, which is a bad Udyr. That's not in solo queue. But in solo queue, you know, if you can trust yourself with the kills, you might as well. And team ranked, you definitely want to give it to your carries. You do want to give it to your carries too in solo queue, but I mean, I don't know. It just, if you know you can carry and you have the strength to do so, then you should definitely get kills if you can't trust the other people. And yeah, there I was iffy. I probably shouldn't have gone in. I thought I could maybe tank enough, but they had enough damage. But luckily, our Lux was able to just clean them up. Udyr builds, you always get Spirit of the Ancient Golem, honestly. Like, it's just so good. It's a great item on him. It just builds you tankier, and you know, do whatever you want. And then generally afterwards, I get a Sunfire Cape, and then I get a, oh man, I can't even remember the Iceborne Gauntlet. Iceborne Gauntlet, that's it. And the reason why of that is because it just allows them to build so much more damage on damage while building extremely tanky. Because most characters who want to be tanky, want cooldown reduction, and use abilities every second, want a Iceborne Gauntlet, because it's a really strong item. It's like why Hecarim uses it. It just allows you to build tons of damage, and also the slow is insane, so it's really good on him. I won't really reach it though, because it's an expensive build. You can always go the regular jungler build if you know you're not ahead, and just rush, you know, the Locket or the Aegis or whatever you need to help your team out. I mean, here I've gotten a couple kills, and I don't know, I just wanted to go for it just because I like the build on him.
He flashed out. Oh, I still got him with red and Ignite combined.
Our Lux is still dominating. This is just basically a stomp game, but it's also a good game to pay attention to, just the you know, the counter jungling, because here I know that his blue just came up. You saw it on the map right there. If you didn't, just go back about 10 seconds, you'll see that blue just popped up. I knew that it was coming up too due to the timer, because I killed it last time. And I know Lee Sin's not even at blue, so I don't even have to worry about him coming in smite stealing. So I'm not even bringing it to bush. Here I was planning on coming through the tower to gank him, but then he went to the river. So I told him to go in the fight, and I came up to gank him. But I don't know, it was a little awkward positioning with him. I don't know what he was doing. As for summoners also, it can go, you can go whatever, either flash or ghost. It really depends on the situation. Like, if they have a Nivea, you'd probably want the flash. Because if she walls you, you know, away from everyone, you're sort of screwed. And, you know, maybe Jarvan, you know, people who have wall effects, sort of, allows you to just continue to fight.
Oh my god.
What stunned me there?
And then there's also, you know, maybe people that you just need the flash to get the gap closed instead of the ghost. But also the ghost, I think, in general, would be the better one to pick. But, you know, it's situational, too. So, oh yeah, Boots of Swiftness, too. Boots of Swiftness is very core, I believe, and I always get the Alacrity just because movement speed on Udyr is what makes him good. The only thing that really hurts Udyr is kiting, and if they can't kite you, then you're basically just going to win. And not to mention, your movement speed allows your ganks to go a lot stronger.
That's pretty awkward.
And you know what? And you know what's? I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I'm like almost positive that he had a stance with his bear form where he arched his shoulders over. But you look at this, like he's just like standing upright consistently. Oh yeah. Also, here we're doing dragon because I pinked it, and we know they don't have vision, so they have no idea we're doing dragon right now. So it's a free dragon, especially now that we know Lee's in spot lane. So we just took a free dragon. Keeping a pink ward, can't talk, is a pretty important thing as a jungler. It allows you to take objectives without, you know, people having knowledge of it, and then they also can't steal it. Yeah. Also, the stun spam is extremely strong in fights because, you know, you can protect people with that too.
Oh, the Zyra passive.
There is a cooldown on the stun though. It's like 3 seconds or something like that. You have to wait before you can stun again, or 4 seconds or something like that. But yeah, it's really good too. And yeah, turtle stance, insane for tower diving as well. I wouldn't always recommend the tower dives because I always believe that you should only tower dive when you know you can do it. You shouldn't really do it iffy, because 1-for-1 is not even really a good thing in your favor, because all you just trade. And then you dying, which is the worst, your best case scenario, you get out, which is a lower chance if you're not sure of it. And then the normal, you know, the most likely thing is that you're both going to die for the trade if you're not sure of it. And then the worst case scenario is they get the kill and you didn't get anything out of it. So, like, it doesn't seem like worth it, you know? And then, yeah, this poor Lee Sin's having issues. Yeah, you can just see with that attack speed, that movement speed matters. Having that much movement speed, it just allows you to stick on your targets no matter how much they run.
His blue's gonna be up soon.
And yeah, this game's basically stop. We won all of our lanes, and I got some decent ganks off, and we were getting dragons, and I didn't let Lee Sin have like more than 2 buffs all game.
Here's an ult.
I even know the timer for this blue too, and I came and steal this one as well just because I could. And they knew, and they were so upset about it that they actually warded blue to prevent me from stealing it. But and that's why Draven ulted it, but you know, unless he ulted the team fight. But I think he ulted the blue because he missed whoever he was throwing at if it was for the team fight.
Nice person to throw there.
And so yeah, and I'm trying to build the Iceborne Gauntlet. I always rush the cooldown reduction item first because you always want to be tankier. You can get the Sheen if you want. It's also not bad. If you want the extra damage, I always just like to build tankier faster, just because, you know, your team generally needs it. My throat's a little dry. I'm going to drink this real quick, sorry. Alright, much better. But, this is, like, this is another thing I've always noticed. and
I didn't even touch
games where you're losing,
Phoenix is still going through.
people like to just keep going in and dying one by one. And the issue with doing that is that they just snowball to win. Like, we're snowballing to win right now because we just keep killing them over and over and over, and we keep pushing, and people keep coming in before the others spawn, and it's just impossible for them to recover.
Yeah, we're still.
I mean, we're already ahead, and we're going to win this anyways, but it's something you should be careful about whenever you're behind like this, like they are, and someone's in your base. You should make your best attempt to make it a 5v5 instead of a 3v5, then a 3v5 again, and then a 3v5 again, and then, you know, just because people keep cycling their life cycles.
Don't even. Come on, Lisa. Aw, so lame.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, you can just see how tanky I am. Like, I didn't even take damage from that Q, and the movement speed forced Lee Sin to kick me. I mean, Udyr is an extremely strong pick, and I would recommend him for solo queue too. Like, you don't have the initiation, but
Oh, that was a dirty game.
if you have the initiation, it's really strong, and you can do it without the initiation, but especially in lower elos. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. See you later.